Five confused souls, not sure what they want to do in their life, where to head to. Somehow they land to a community library, and the librarian recommends a book that holds answers to their problems. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mehek. I hope you guys are all fine, and like always, I also hope that you guys are reading. Back with the book of the week, but before that, as you can see in my background, that my cat has decided to appear in my book review today. So it wasn't planned actually. My bookshelf, sometimes the cat likes to sit. His name is Leo, and coincidentally we have a cat in the book cover also, on the book cover also today. So talking about the book that I finished, it's What Are You Looking For is in the Library. It's by Michiko Aoyama. It's a Japanese translation. I just have to say before we jump to the plot of the story is that how much I enjoy Japanese fiction. I think they're such simple reads, talking about the slice of life, the work-life balance, and just the characters are so simple, and I just love that how these books are not preachy, and yet they end up giving the message in a most beautiful way. So let's jump to the plot of the story, but a disclaimer, I have a feeling the cat is going to jump at any point of time in the video. So yeah. So in this book, basically we will be reading about you'll be reading about 5 characters. Now these characters, they all come from different background, and somehow each of them at different point of time, they land in this community library. Now the magical thing about the library is that the library has a mysterious woman. I mean, she's a librarian, but her identity is a mystery. She somehow ends up, so they come looking for certain books, and besides the usual recommendation that she gives, she ends up recommending a book that somehow has answers to their questions. Now, sounds magical, right? But this is what is the major crux of the story, that somehow these characters land into the library and they find a book that somehow changes their perspective towards life or the problem that they're going through. Now let me take you to through the 5 characters that you will be reading about. So the first one is a young girl. She's a retail assistant. Now her job is quite mundane, and she feels like what is there more to look forward to, and she feels like her career is not going anywhere because she's comparing herself to other people around who are more talented and skilled, and she's like, what should I do to add more skills to my resume? So she's kind of confused. The second character is an accountant. He has a stable job, but he's always someone who wanted to open an antique shop, be surrounded by old and beautiful and vintage items. But he also does not want to say goodbye to a stable job and take the risk, to follow his dreams. The third character, she is a working woman. She's also someone who is a new mom. So she's just back from a maternity leave. And before going on her maternity leave, she worked as a magazine editor. But after she came back, she has been demoted to a different department because the company feels that being a new mom, she can't handle the pressure of being a magazine editor. So she's obviously bummed and sad about it because she's really talented. But she's also someone who is juggling in managing a home, kid, and the work. And she somehow feels that, whenever any minor concerns come, it's always the mother who is rushing, and so yeah, so she's juggling with all that. The fourth character is a young student. I mean, he's a 30-year-old just passed out student who is an illustrator, a great one. He went through to a great college, but he's struggling finding a good opportunity, a job for himself. So he's 30 and unemployed. The last one is an old man, and I think that was also one of my favorite story, and I feel like I could relate to it, as in I see in my family and generally old people around going through that, who have worked for their entire life. So this person is just retiring, and he doesn't know what to do next because the work was his entire identity, and now he feels like, am I of any value to the society, or am I adding any do I have any worth? So these are the 5 characters, and as the book progresses, we find out about how they land up in the library, how they find that one book, and how the perspective, towards the problem at their hand, changes. I'm not going to talk about, what the ending for each of these characters look like. That is for you to watch. But I think it's beautiful how, the journey folds for each of the character. And it's also, although the plot for each of these characters is the same, they coming to the library, and the common question that the librarian asks is, what is it that you're looking for? And at that point, all the characters want to just blurt out their frustrations and what they're looking for, but they usually, ask, okay, these are the books that we're looking for. And she somehow recommends a additional title that holds answers to their questions. But irrespective of the plot being repetitive for these 5 characters, because these 5 characters are absolutely different, each of them are at a different stage of life, I think that is what makes the book engaging and interesting. So yeah, this is what is the major plot of the book. I think this book is just beautiful. It is full of hope. The general theme of the book is, how to take care of yourself, and how to add meaning to your life, or how to find meaning in your life. And how sometimes unexpected act of kindness, just really helps and people around and makes them happy. And yeah, so these are some of the themes which the author has discussed in the book. The beauty of this book is, I honestly thought before that this is about books. It is not actually. It is about readers. It is about how a book in one reader's hand can play out absolutely different in another reader's hand. So, just for example, like what all takeaways I have from this book, you might have completely different takeaways, So that is what the book is saying. Like, when each of the character comes back to the librarian and they say, how did you know that this book will help us? And she's like, I didn't, I just recommended a book to you, and you kind of extracted the meaning from it, what you were looking for, so it was you who made the most of the book and derived the meaning from it. I did not point out to this page or this line, so I think that is what was really interesting. And I think that is what is the power of words and books, and these beautiful stories that the authors write for us. And yeah, so that is what I love about this book. Absolutely must read, give it a try. It's a cozy read, it's a simple read, simple plot, simple characters. If you're a reader who likes a lot many twists and tensions and all, this is not the book for you. But if you're looking for something with simple characters, with kind of a happy fuzzy feeling, a book that is not preachy yet gives you subtle wisdom in how to achieve happiness, or how to kind of change your perspective towards life to find meaning in your everyday life, so I think that is what the book does beautifully. So like I said, amazing book, please read it. But before I end the book, there's a wonderful quote that I came across, which I thought I have to share it with you guys. So one of the characters asking, have you ever thought what makes the world go round? And the other person replies, love, that is what we have heard, that, it is love that makes the world go round. And this person replies, actually, yeah, more or less love, but something more than love is trust. And this person is like, trust? She says, yes, trust. Anything you do, borrowing money from a bank, commissioning a piece of work, sending or receiving a parcel, making a plan with friends, ordering food at a restaurant. All those things can only happen because of mutual trust on both the sides. And I think that was so beautiful that, yeah, I was like, it's actually trust, I think, that makes the world go around. And it is so important to have that in our community and in our close circle and with just people around. So yeah, that's all on this wonderful book. The good thing is that the cat is still there and he's probably sleeping. I hope you enjoyed his appearance, and you say hi. Say hi. Say hi. He's not a very friendly cat, FYI. I'm going to see you guys next week with another title. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. And if you enjoyed the book review, please share in the comments. If you've read the book, please let me know how did you find it. And don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, and please, I love engaging with you guys in my comment section, so let me know if you have any book suggestions. Take care. Bye bye.